community of yoga and Ayurveda. It is me, Nina Sachs. It is lovely to have you here. We're going to be chatting all about the Academy today, what it is, who we are, what the training is all about. Hopefully, I'm going to answer all your questions in this video. And remember to head into the descriptions below to connect with us. You can go to our website, you can sign up to our newsletter. You've got all that good stuff so that you can find out more. So first of all, who are we? What are we? What is this all about? So the Academy of Yoga and Ayurveda is a yoga teacher training. We are based in Cape Town. Most of our sessions are in person, and there are a few that are done online. So first of all, or second of all, let's get down the list. What kind of style? We are teaching what is known as integral hatha yoga. So real basic hatha yoga. All of us trained through the Anandakutiya Ashram in Ranabush East. And so we definitely bring more of that style of yoga, kind of like with the history and the lineage of Desikachar, or Swami Shivananda, I should say, with a lot of teachings and trainings from Desikachar. That's what we integrate into our teacher training. And so what does that mean? Well, that means that we are looking at hatha yoga that is for everybody. Yes, so that you are able to teach every type of body that you come in contact with. So we offer a 200-hour yoga teacher training. We offer a 300-hour yoga teacher training. That is for yoga enthusiasts. You could even have done a yoga teacher training and you just actually want to delve more into the foundational aspects of hatha yoga. Then those two trainings are available for you. If you, again, are a yoga teacher, you might even want to do a 100-hour additional training, and I'll get into that in a moment. And then we also have a 40-hour training in Ayurveda. That covers the basic understanding of Ayurveda. So that's what I'm going to get into. We've got a 200, a 300, a 100 upgrade, and a 40-hour training in Ayurveda. Okay, so who are we? Well, first of all, my name is Nina. I'm probably the person you're going to be liaising with most because I kind of like work on the background. I've been teaching yoga for over 20 years and I have a studio in Cape Town. A lot of the teachers from the Academy, they are actually now teaching at that studio. There are 8 different teachers at that studio. So if you want to just get a feel for kind of like what kind of style we teach and the different ways and how everyone brings their own personality and evolution to the classes, that's a really good studio to go and check out. So Takai Yoga Studio, go and check them out. And again, I kind of like pop in here and there and help out where I can. I am very, let's just say I'm a digital nomad. I'm traveling the world. So I definitely do a lot of the behind the scenes activities that are needed to run an organization like this. The person you're probably going to be hanging out most with is my amazing friend. She's my mentor. She's also one of my teachers. Her name is Jennifer Stevens, and she has also been teaching at the Anandakutiya Ashram for years and years and years. She trained, I think she completed a training in 1995 or 1997, something there, somewhere around that time. So she has got a wealth of knowledge and experience. She's also a yoga therapist. Yes, so just keep that in mind. And she's an Ayurvedic practitioner. So keep those two things in mind. You've got a qualified yoga therapist, internationally recognized therapist, and she's an Ayurvedic practitioner. So she does a lot of our asana modules. She does obviously a lot of our Ayurveda training. She does a lot of our anatomy. So all the kind of like physical aspects of the yoga, the vinyasa krama, which is your yoga sequencing. Jennifer is going to actually be the in-person trainer with you. And what is so lovely about being trained by Jennifer is because she has this wealth of expertise. Like, none of our trainings are actually ever the same. And that's what the evolution of yoga is about, because it's about working with a small core group of students, looking at your needs, adapting the foundation and fundamentals to what it is you need so that you can understand it and so that you can work it through and into your body, because we each have different unique bodies. And so, yes, we bring the foundations and the fundamentals to you, but every person understands it a little differently. And this is where Jennifer and her wealth and years of experience of teaching does it so seamlessly. And you get it. And you understand why maybe there are postures you've been doing for years and they just haven't felt right, or a sequence that you've been doing just didn't feel quite you. And so that is what you get when you work with someone who has that experience. So that is Jennifer. She does, again, most of our in-person training. The third person part of the academy is Pramila Vasan. Now, Pramila is, we call her like our philosophy queen. She's grown up with yoga. She has grown up with philosophy. She weaves it into everything that she does. She does the most beautiful chanting. She does the most eloquent Sanskrit enunciation. So you are literally going to learn the best from the best when it comes to philosophy from Pramila. We have a level 1 philosophy and a level 2 philosophy that she takes. And everyone just says that, where has this module been? This is kind of like the piece that brings everything together. When you do your philosophy module, kind of all the puzzle pieces slowly start to fit together and it makes sense. It's kind of the glue that holds us all together. And that is the power of having a really good and strong philosophy course that's part of it. And again, we've got the basic structure of what is incorporated in the philosophy, but because every group that ending that course, that it speaks to them, that they get it, that it doesn't just end up being notes and words and Sanskrit phrases on a piece of paper or in a book, but actually that you're able to relate it to yourself personally and into your everyday life. So the philosophy course is gorgeous. And if you've maybe done a training elsewhere and you've missed this key aspect of philosophy, I would seriously suggest getting hold of us and saying, Nina, can I please come and join this course? Because it is going to give you such a fundamental and basic understanding. All right, so that is the three of us. That is Jennifer, who does most of the groundwork, who you'll be spending most of the time with. She is fantastic. You've got Pramila, who does a lot of does the philosophy training and module. And you've got me. I'm kind of here and there, and you'll see me on a lot of these videos where I kind of am doing the background and introducing everyone to what we do. All right, so why is our teacher training different? You're probably like, okay, Nina, this is sounding all pretty cool, but like, why is yours different, and why should I not go to another training? Well, number one is that, yes, this is a yoga teacher training, but the key difference that we bring in is this underlying understanding of Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is the science or the knowledge of life. The two practices, the yoga and the Ayurveda, you cannot have them separate. They come together. When they come together, your whole yoga practice, your whole yoga understanding starts to make so much more sense. It is that aspect that is often missing. And so the 40-hour training in Ayurveda is what we offer other yoga teachers to come and do, because we found that it's so valuable in helping them get that overall understanding and wisdom that yoga has to offer. And it's usually just that little aspect of Ayurveda that's missing, that opens up a whole new world of possibility. It's also why that 40 hours is part of our 300-hour training, because we find that it is so key, it is so essential to becoming a good yoga teacher. Ayurveda teaches just very basically, kind of like it covers the 5 elements. And the 5 elements are broken down into the 3 doshas, the vata, the pitta, and the kapha, which I'm sure you have come across somewhere. And with that, when you have that basic understanding of the different constitutions and the different qualities of the constitutions, you will understand so much more easily, so much more quickly how to plan a class that is different in summer versus winter, that is different in the morning to the evening. And you're going to create classes that are tailored towards your students. So that is our kind of like differentiating factor. I love it. It was like the biggest aha moment when in my teaching progression, when I started incorporating those concepts, I went from a teacher from like down there to up there, and I loved it. And I love being able to bring that. And that's definitely what we want for you guys, is that we want you to have that feeling of wholesome and just feeling comfortable as you teach. All right. So timing wise, all right, you're probably asking, okay, Nina, this is sounding really cool. It sounds like you are covering a lot. And this is my timing factor, you might be saying. You might be saying, like, I've been looking, I want to do like a 30-day yoga course or a month. And I'm just going to say, that is not how we operate. That is not how we do it. Our training is at least 9 months. And anything less than that, it's not possible to do. And the reason why our training is at least 9 months, and sometimes our students will actually even take an extra year to complete, because it is so in depth and so detailed, and you get so much knowledge, and we want you to be able to implement and do. So we want you to be able to take the time and learn the lessons from the week, practice and implement, come back feedback, practice and implement, and this takes time. This takes time for your body to adapt and adjust to the different way that you're operating, the different knowledge and skills, the different mindset training that you are having to unlearn and rewire in a sense. And so in a 9-month time period, you can see the transformation and you can build that confidence to start becoming that yoga teacher. And that's again where we have those two differentiating factors. We have students that come because they're just like, you know what, Nina, I love what your training is all about. I don't want to teach, but I just want the wealth of information and knowledge and depth that these trainers are offering. So we have a lot of people who come just for personal development, and very quickly they end up kind of like becoming a teacher, but that's a side story. And then there's some people who are like, you know what, this is a training that I want to do. You are speaking my language. You are speaking kind of like what is important to me. And then we guide both of kind of like those different parties through this process of yoga. And yoga is a journey. It is a growth. It is fun. You are learning new things about yourself. It is hard sometimes. Yes. Anything new that you do is hard, and it's going to be challenging. Yes, it is. It's not just going to be sunshine and roses, because you're going to be going inwards and inquiring. And that constant shoulder pain or that hip pain that you've been having, you're going to slowly start to unravel and find out why that's there and what it's showing you. And we're going to give you the tools and the means and the ways, with the expertise of the yoga therapy, the Ayurveda, the philosophy, to slowly start unwinding so that you can experience that for yourself. But not just that, that when you then start teaching, that you can start to bring that experience to your students. So that is what I am so excited about. I know you're out there. I know you want to help others feel better in their bodies, help them feel better in their lives. I know you want to improve the planet. That's what we all want. So if you're feeling that like this is the vision, like head to our website below, get onto my calendar. We'll have a little chat and we can find out if our training is right for you, if it's right for you at this moment. I can let you know when our next start date is. And hopefully we can welcome you to the team, to the group, and let you be part of our growing and budding community. It'll be so lovely to get to know you. If you have any questions, pop a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. From my heart to yours, namaste.